Hello, everyone. This is the Crimson Cure, welcoming you to the Crimson Tower, a place where we keep a feminine foot on the neck of the gynocracy, feminism, and black male misandry. So go ahead, pull up a chair, stay a while, and listen.
When I'm training for professional competitions, men and women always ask me for advice. To women, I say push yourself harder than you ever have before and go beyond your comfort zone. Focus on your goals. Men, if I am willing to push myself to become Mr. Olympia in 2022, then I only have one thing to say to you. Bring your A game.
Here we go again.
Hello, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I am, of course, your host, the Crimson Cure. And as usual, we're just going to get right into the topic. And I just want to point something out. We used to have it on easy street, now we don't, as women. And I blame second wave feminism on through probably what are we in fourth wave now? I blame. Had easy street. It was as easy as it was gonna get for women. I'm not saying every woman's life was easy, but I'm saying we've now compiled a lot of mess into our lives that we didn't need to do. Because see, now I hear a lot of women complaining about, I gotta do it all. I gotta be a career woman and a mother and a wife and a this and a that and run the business and run the this. You don't have to do all that stuff. Who told you had to do all that? I'm trying to figure out where was the rule book that said you had to be everything to everybody at all times of your life. You are a human being. Why are you somewhere trying to be what feminists think is a superwoman? She's running a successful business, or she has a successful career. You know, she makes 6 figures or more. She's a wife. She's a mother. You know, she's a boss. What are you doing? You know, you can't be a man and a woman at the same time. You can't be masculine and feminine at the same time. See, this feminism got you out here pursuing life as a man, as a high value man. And then you get mad at it when you want to be a woman, and feminism don't support that. Feminism don't support you sitting at the house, you know what I'm saying, giving your husband random BJs and fixing sandwiches and laying on your butt and doing Amazon shopping. Feminism don't support that. That tell you that's being a slave and that's being lazy and unproductive. It don't support you spending the first 5 to 6 years of your children's life with them in the home and not sending them off to daycare at 6 months old, and they know the teacher better than they know you. Nobody told you had to do all that. Nobody told you that you needed to raise all your kids by yourself, and you did all of that on your own. You bought them lies for the price of your soul and the souls of your family and the souls of your children. That was the price of the lie. We had it as easy as women were gonna have it. And when I say that, what I mean is we were dealing in what women dealt in terms of our family dynamics, how we ran the household, raised children and things of that nature, took care of our husbands. There were a lot of things that women needed to do that were difficult for women, but they were nonetheless rewarding if we did it right. Because for all of the hardships and trials and tribulations, if we ended up with a successful family, our children were successful, you know, our marriage lasted and all that type of stuff. We felt a sense of accomplishment from that. We used to feel accomplished by being women. Now we out here not even liking being women. See, the trade-off happened because you thought being a man in a man's world would be easier than being a woman in a man's world, and it wasn't. Because you didn't understand what men do to be men in a man's world. And you also didn't understand that it was going to be 10 times harder for you because you're not a man. And yet you would be out of place. And by taking yourself out of place, what you did was you created an imbalance in society. Now, if you're not going to be the nurturing mom, who is? Now this society wants dads to be the nurturing mother. And that's not their place. You thought it would be easier to come outside of your home and enter into this dog-eat-dog world where you have to fend for yourself instead of having a man fend for you out in this world. And all that you had to do was tend to him. And he might be difficult, because some of them is difficult. Some of y'all men are difficult to deal with. I'm not going to even sit here and act like all of y'all is a pleasure, because you're not. Some of y'all, you like to be difficult. I think some of you like being difficult, but we're not going to talk a whole lot about that. I'm going to go back to talking to the ladies, but just know that I know that some of you do like being difficult for the sake of it, but whatever. But back to the ladies. We had it as easy as women were going to have it, because the life that we lived was within our wheelhouse to deal with. And we could go and get advice from other women, older women, women who was going through the same thing or had done the same thing successfully, and get tips from her to see how we could do it. Man driving you crazy, you go to your mama. Back when your mama didn't give you stupid advice. Sometimes you could even go to your daddy. Say, daddy, he being real hard to deal with. What you tell me, because I'm about at my wit's end with him. And sometimes your daddy, if he hear your side, he'll say, yeah, he is kind of being, let me talk to him. Or he'll say, this one for your mama. I ain't got nothing to do with it. You see? Now you're expected to be Superwoman. You're expected to be all the things instead of just being a woman and being okay with being a woman. Now you live in a society that wants you to be a man, want you to provide like a man, want you to be a sex kitten, be fine as any supermodel that ever graced this world, have a whole bunch of sexual experience and no bi, and be virginal at the same time. They want you to be able to be at home and outside the home. Want you to be an amazing mother, but only for like 2 hours out of each day, because your kids stay at a school or a daycare all day. And it's just all messed up. They want you to be both. You got to be a man and a woman. And your foremothers chose this. Our foremothers chose this path that we've been set upon. And it is up to us to get off of this path and show the younger women that they don't have to do that, because it is unhappy. We are the freest women that this world has ever seen. And we are also the most unhappy. You put it together. You put it together. We the freest women that we've ever known. And we are also the most unfulfilled and the most unhappy women that the world has known. Slave girls used to be happier. At least they had something to do. You running around here with nothing to do or too much to do, and all of it is masculine. You're not happy. You need to be trying to figure out why you're not happy. You're not happy because you're not fulfilling your purpose as a woman. That's why you're not happy. You're not happy because you're too busy chasing the external 5 like a man instead of dealing with the internal 5 like a woman. That's why you're not happy. Because you out here in the world trying to gain mobility, trying to get the highest education you can, trying to get the highest paid profession you can. Simultaneously, you're trying to be an Instagram thought for your leisure and for your wealth. You trying to be, in the top 1 percentile of women in the whole wide world. And it doesn't make any sense. You're not happy because you don't deal with your spiritual self. You don't deal with your health. You don't deal with your family. You don't deal with your appearance, and you don't deal with your dwelling. That's why. So you're going to continue to be unhappy until you deal with them things. Until you deal with yourself according to the 10 life value system, you're going to be unhappy as a woman because you're not doing what women do. You're trying to do what men do. And it's time out for trying to do what men do and then want somebody to respect you as a woman. I'm going to respect you as a man. You're running around here, with hair growing on your chest, and some of y'all got hair growing on your face. So we're going to treat you like the little manlet that you're trying to be. And that's about all Auntie Crimson got for you today. But I want everybody to sound off in the comment section. Let me know your opinion. Did we have it easier before we were expected to be men and women? Or do women have it easier now just because we have more leeway and more freedom in the society in which we live? You tell me. I want to hear everybody's opinion on that. Also, like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed already. And with that being said, I'm going to wrap this up, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye-bye, Crimsonites. Hey guys, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And if you've got more to say on the topic, leave a comment down below. Also, don't forget to support our sponsor, who so graciously supports this channel by clicking the description box and the link for A-Game at agameherbal.com. You can go ahead and get a 10% discount off of your next purchase using the code Kendra10. This has been yet another CrimsonCure production, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.